Right, got some insulation in, or soundproofing and insulation in above the cab. That's just this stuff here, sort of close cell foam, sticky back, foil on the front. Yes, I've done all in there. And the little side bits, taped all the joints up with aluminium foil tape. I'm now going to get some. I've got some of this. It's left over from when I did my other van, actually. My Vivaro that I had a few years ago. Yeah, so I'm just going to get some of that and stuff it in these little recesses here, and see if I can. I've got to try and seal that in once that's in, so you don't get. Because obviously it's going to be a bit warmer than this surface here, so you then start getting condensation on there. So, but yeah, if I get that all in there, and I'll get some of that Reflectix. I'll go over the whole of that surface there. So I'll fill all that lot in, and just got to check for any holes and that round the back. There must be one hole. There's a cable going through there. Yeah, and then once that is done, I think I will get the. It's actually not stuck very well to that. That's where that sound deadening bit is. It's stuck very well to there. Not a very smooth surface. Yeah, so yeah, undecided whether I'll go over with carpet or not in here. Yeah, have to see on that one. But I can do that once the liner and everything is back in. That won't be too bad. In fact, that'll be better because you're less likely to get the overspray in the cab from the old from the glue falling down. It's only got to go on the shelf that's up there. Yeah, so I'll get on with that. Get a little bit of that in there. What I really want to do, once this is all out of the way, this headliner and everything here, once that's all out of the way, I think I might fit the hookup point, electric hookup. Then I won't have to have the door jammed or not quite shut with the cable coming through it for the 240 volt down there. So yeah, that might be the next thing to do once I've just got this little bit of insulation done. I think what I might try is I'll get my heat gun on there and see if that will make that a bit more sticky, that stuff. It's stuck alright to the metal. That's just this bit there. Right, okay, I'll get on, put the camera down and stuff some stuff in these little corners. This stuff can be quite hard to cut. Made from recycled plastic bottles. What I've found is if you just get in the top sort of 10mm or so. Let's put the camera down and do this. Probably can't see nothing, but I'm just cutting through the top sort of layer. So like that. And then you can just tear along that line. I really need to get the the tripod in here. Yeah, so you can sort of tear along. Tear along that line. Obviously, the deeper cut you get, the neater it's going to be. But you know, this stuff is squashable, so but you can get it to roughly the right sort of shape that you need. So that's to go in there. I've done that side, put the Reflectix over the top. Yeah, so we'll get this one in. That's all stuffed in behind there. Just need to fluff it out a bit. Obviously it works by trapping air, so you don't want it really tight. But you do want to try and get it in all the little gaps. Right, let's get that bit covered over. There we are, headline in, all back in, seatbelt reconnected, this beam is all done. I've just left this cover off the bottom here. That's a pickup for the I think the ignition live is in there, or live feed, and the ignition on feed in that one. This one here, as you see this very well, yeah, so this one here is actually a pickup for your charging, pickup point for your battery. There is the other half of the clip, there's junction boxes there. I'll get it out. Oh, there we go. That's that half. And then there's the other part there, which I've got some connectors on order for. This comes out. So that's where I'll pick my battery charge feed up. These are 6mm, so they're 50 amp. So we've got a 30 amp charger, so that'll be plenty good enough for that. And that's the other little connector block there, which this one plugs into, which I won't plug in at the moment because the ends are just dangling. They are up here somewhere. Yeah, that's these brown, yellow and blue wires, so I shall need them for the charger trigger. I think I need one of them for the battery to battery charger that I've got. And the other cable, this other one here, this is the other end. So what have we got on there? It's got a black and a, I think that's a, yeah, red white, and they go back to this little LED strip light here, so I can run that back and wire that one in. And this yellow one, this single yellow one here, forget what that's for now. Oh yeah, that's right. I think that's also a ignition on feed, which was run for the diesel heater start control. I probably won't be using that one. I should have a different switch, and there's also a white wire in here somewhere, which came from which is part of the door lock circuit. Get some more light in there. Should give us light. They keep twisting round. Yeah, white wire which is connected into the door central locking, but I probably won't need that because there's a switch on the armrest there. On there for central lock, and probably just use that one. It was so you could wire in the switches, so you could lock it from in the back. But if you haven't got the bulkhead here, you don't really need that. So that's that bit done. I'm hoping that the new piece of exhaust will turn up for the diesel heater. I can get that in place then today. And the other thing I really want to do is get the 240 volt hookup done, like I said. What else have I done? Oh, I've also run the wire for the rear camera, reversing camera. That's that yellow one there. So that runs all the way along here. That runs along there. And it's hanging down there at the moment. Not quite long enough. So I have got another lead, but it's got the wrong end on it. So I've just got an adapter, a female to female adapter or male to male adapter to go on there. So that can be connected up. That'll be another little job. Yeah, so, oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say, this, I forgot to mention it earlier, this, recycled stuff, you know, for insulating. If you need to drill any holes, you want to drill them before you put this in, because if you drill through the metal, say, and you've got this behind, the drill will just catch into that and it'll just snap. If you've got a thin drill, it'll just snap the drill. So any holes you need to drill, you need to do it first, which is a little bit tricky if you don't know where you're going to be drilling. So yeah, yeah, need to have a bit of a tidy up in here. I've got my tools out at the moment, and then I will see what turns up in the post today and see what I can get on with. I'm doing a little bit more of the roof insulation. That probably won't be it. I shall probably put something on top of that. I think I've got some, I have got some Celotex. So I could use that, or I could use that stuff there, and just put another layer of vapor barrier. But I've just used that same sticky stuff because it acts as a bit of sound deadening as well. So I did a little bit of wiring. Got that's for the centre LED light, and I've extended the other wires back to that central column. I think I'll get those in a thicker piece of trunking or conduit and take that down to exit through that big hole there. And I've also put a little bit of conduit ready to run something across there if I need it. I just need to push a draw wire through that. Because what I intend doing with these cross beams, I've already started to seal the holes up on that one. I think I'm going to just go along with some expanding foam inside there. So hence why I've already got the wire there ready for that, because once that foam is in, you don't get nothing through there. Yeah, so these cross beams and the roof, I'll get some expanding foam in. Right, so I can do this one and I can do this one, but I can't do that one yet, so I need to sort out that vent, and I can't do that one yet because it's got to have a roof light fitted. Yeah, so mess everywhere again. Yeah, I've been using some of that wiring and some of that conduit. I've been stripping out wires to extend these, marking them up so I know what's what. Yeah, another thing I need to work out is where I need my USB points in the van. Yeah, so I need to think about that because I'm going to run obviously need to run the wires before I start doing the walls. So I need to start taking this plastic. This is just like a plastic liner. I need to start taking all that off. But I will keep it in case I need to use it as a pattern for cutting out panels, plywood. Yeah, plywood panels, so I can use them as patterns. Be handy. So it is coming along. It is So going at the moment. This is all prep work, which is, you know, got to be done. But not the most enjoyable work to do. The thing did turn up. The exhaust pipe for the diesel heater did turn up, but it was a little bit too late to start that, so I might have to do that tomorrow. But I think that will do for today. It's now starting to get dark outside, cooling down, so yeah, I think, oh, there's just one little bit here I've got to do. Little, didn't quite cut it wide enough, little strip down there. Yeah, and I think that'll do me for the day then.